All right, so that's FIFA president downplaying all security worries around the World Cup. Yeah, countries have issues, Dumnodi, with security, but once the tournament begins, everybody falls into place. Everybody wants to be a part of the fun. South Africa was a good example. A lot of issues before the World Cup, but once the World Cup got off, everybody behaved. Even the guys that were the bad guys, everybody worked together and made it a beautiful World Cup. I expect the same thing in Brazil.
Well, there is this popular advert a long time ago by this soft drink maker during the World Cup. I think it was the World Cup in Germany. We saw when the goal was scored, we saw two different people
A man
who had nothing to do.
I remember that advert.
A very funny advert.
I remember
That's
the
the beauty
advert.
of football.
A man that was caught with another man's wife, and the man that was everybody celebrating the goal. I remember
and
that
even
advert.
tons and balloons. You know they don't go together.
I remember
That's the beauty of
everybody
football.
worked on the same
When
page.
somebody
Everybody stays on the same
when
page.
somebody came up with the word goal, I'm making to imagine if they score a goal in every tribe,
It's the
the
same
word
word.
is same
It's the
word.
same word.
Even
So-
if the spelling is going to be
So
different,
there'll
but
be
the
plenty
pronunciation.
of that at the World Cup.
Yes, you're going to have plenty of that. That's what the football brings. It brings people together, tribes, race, ethnic groups, everybody together.
Even criminals.
It's not even criminal. During the World Cup in South Africa, the troops in Afghanistan, the Dutch troop and the Spanish troop, they came together to watch the final of the World Cup between Spain and Holland. And a Brazilian and a Dutch, I think it was the Brazilian and the Dutch people got married on the same day. So it's just the beauty of the World Cup, and that's the excitement the World Cup brings.
Anyway, this World Cup also is going to be fresh in a lot of ways because the goal line technology will be in use. It's already been in use in the English Premier League, but then it will be in use at the World Cup. And FIFA Secretary General Jerome Valcke is also been speaking about facilities, the state of readiness of some of these stadiums for the World Cup. And everybody is now beginning to look. We're counting down. A lot of things must happen in the month of May. As we go into the month of May and the World Cup is in June, a lot of things must be sorted out so that we can really have a fantastic tournament. We'll listen to Jerome Valcke now say a few things about preparations for the World Cup, readiness of facilities, goal line technology particularly, and a whole lot of other issues. And then we'll come back for more on Sports Tonight.
We agreed that the seats, because you see that there is still a number of seats which are not yet installed in the stadium, that all these seats should be made at the latest by the 5th of May, which makes sure that test events can be conducted with the number of seats we need and the capacity of the stadium we need. Arrived last night from the airport, the weather was really bad when we have been landing last night, heavy rains. So we have asked for a confirmation that all the urban mobility or all the urban facilities from the airport to the city, from the airport to the stadium, all of these at least would be ready for the World Cup period. That for all the fans, for whomever is coming to Cuiabá, there will be no problem to move from the airport or from the city to the stadium.
Jerome Valcke also talking about preparations for the World Cup, and you could see from the pictures those plastic seats already being laid on some of the venue. So everybody is racing, really racing, to be sure that the World Cup gets off and people don't have to sit on cement floor. People sit properly with their seats properly numbered, the tickets with the seat numbers attached to them. There are no issues around it, and we hope that that is what we'll see when the World Cup gets underway. All right, let's come home now, and this time I want to talk about yes, the Super Eagles will be at the World Cup, but we felt that Nigeria will be having more than just the Super Eagles at the World Cup in Brazil 2014. We were hopeful that a Nigerian referee, easily rated as the best assistant referee in Africa, we're talking about Peter Edibi, we felt that he had a good chance of being at the World Cup. That's a picture of Peter Edibi that you see on the screen. Peter Edibi is a veteran. He's a young man, but he's a veteran of many African Cup of Nations. He's handled a lot of games and is rated as the best assistant referee in Africa. He was so close to making it to the final shortlist of referees for the World Cup, but nobody can explain how Peter Edibi missed out on being in the World Cup party. Edibi says he's still optimistic that he will still get a chance to be at the World Cup. He doesn't believe yet that it's over for him. But there were stories last week that Peter Edibi accused FIFA and CAF of godfatherism, and that because he had no godfather, he had to be dropped from the World Cup party. He has come out to deny that, Dumnodi. Peter Edibi says he never said anything like that. He's enjoyed a lot of privileges from FIFA and CAF, and he wouldn't accuse them of anything of such.
Well, I don't expect him because from his pedigree, from his person, he's not given
a frivolous person.
to flip and talk.
For those of us who are close to him.
Yes. He does his job with like what you were talking about him yesterday. He said a popular,
there is known all over CAF as one of the best in Africa.
He said even if a fly gets into offside,
position.
Can pick
will catch the fly in offside position.
It shows the accuracy. It shows the
and the respect that he has in the African continent.
So it's not a man of many words. One, he doesn't give in to flippant talk, careless talk. No, I begin to imagine where the talk of being accusing FIFA or CAF of godfatherism, where he has enjoyed so many privileges for both FIFA and CAF. So, but if he's optimistic, then there's still hope that he could be sneaking into the because this is one referee that Nigeria, for now, can present for the world. As far as Nigerian referees is concerned, Nigerian referees are concerned, I think he's the biggest brand for now. We can present him to the world. I can't say of any other person, but for him, I can say for him. Others, they have other referees, but for him, we can fight for him.
Let me just read out a few things from what Peter Edibe said in this press statement that he sent to me just before the program. He says, I am appealing to those who are behind the damaging reports, of using his name to accuse CAF and FIFA of godfatherism. He says, I'm appealing to them not to use my name to fight any cause. If such people have issues with anyone in FIFA or CAF, I don't want to be the medium through which such grievances will be conveyed. These are the words of Peter Edibe. And respected Nigerian assistant referee, one of the best that the African continent can produce. It's a pity he's not going to be part of the World Cup, although he's still hopeful that something could happen and he will still be a part of it. But there's still a lot ahead for Peter Edibe, and we just want to wish him the best of luck and hope that he recovers from the disappointment of missing out on the World Cup and focuses on the opportunities that lay ahead. All right, so we'll move on from there and talk about the Flying Eagles, Dumnodi. Yesterday, we were commending the Nigerian Football Federation for how well they're preparing the teams, the Flying Eagles, the Golden Eaglets, and just this morning, news came out that the Flying Eagles will still be playing more friendly games to prepare them for the African Youth Championship qualifier.
Yeah, well, the coach have echoed something that is not done here with the boys. The boys have not shown the kind of enthusiasm, the kind of performance.
He wants an improvement in the team.
Yeah, wants an improvement.
Particularly in the attack.
And he'll be used to beating some teams in Nigeria. So let him go cross country, cross borders and play some teams. And he's gotten an opportunity to play the young schoolers of Benin Republic in a friendly game. I think it's a true. I think we are supposed to. We played the friendly game with Benin Republic before. Even
last year.
Yeah, last year.
We played a draw in Abuja 0-0, and I think we played 1-1 in Benin.
So it's an opportunity, and this is one of the biggest tests for these guys. Even though we can't rate Nigeria and Benin Republic in terms of football at this level, but we are playing the biggest test for them. Playing Nigerian club is good. Playing some amateur clubs in Nigeria, good, but let them take their talent.
This is going to be the second international friendly they'll be playing if this game sees the light of day, because they've been to Morocco, they've played 2 games. Yes. Now they are playing Benin. So in a way, this team is getting a good level of preparation before the qualifiers.
And it's qualifiers, not even the World Cup. And that shows the kind of seriousness the NFF is taking the under 20. Because we've done well with the under 17. Let's take it one step further, and the under 20 is the next step.
I agree with you, Dumnodi. Once again, we must commend Manu Gaba and his boys for working so hard, and of course commend and give kudos to the NFF for putting these friendly games together to prepare the team for the African Youth Championship qualifier. Let's step down and talk about the under-17s. The under-17s are also doing well because they are flying the Nigerian flag so proudly, so highly in Togo. I was almost saying far away Togo, but I remember that Togo is just a stone throw. If you throw a stone hard enough, it could land in Togo. That's where the Golden Eaglets are playing. The WAFU under-17 competition is also called the President Cup. It's taking place in Togo. Yesterday, the Golden Eaglets beat Mali 2-0 in the second game to top their group, and they will be meeting Benin Republic. We just talked about the Flying Eagles meeting Benin Republic at the under-20 level. At the under-17 level, we will be meeting them tomorrow in the semi-finals of the WAFU B under-17 tournament, also called the President Cup. Togo, the host, will be meeting Mali in the first semi-final. Nigeria is actually playing the second semi-final. But what are your expectations, Dumnodi? Well, you said we shouldn't put too much into this level of football, we should be looking at developmental results and purposes. But Nigeria, when you are in a stage like this, Nigeria only understand one language: win.
Even the boys, they want to gain confidence.
The coaches.
The coaches.
The only thing they want to know
because
is win.
by the time they win this, people will begin to say, yeah, these guys have taken, they've taken up, they've taken
The
up.
challenge of your senior colleagues.
Yes, they've taken
last
up for
edition.
yeah. So I'm not. We won't say the boys are not too enthusiastic about winning this tournament. This is their first major tournament after assembling in Nigeria
At this level.
At this level, so they want to win. And Benin Republic is just the next country. But remember that I remember one set of under 17. It was Benin Republic that sent them packing.
Yeah.
From the. It's not
Yeah,
even
I think
from,
about 4 years ago.
it was the qualifiers.
Yeah,
qualifiers.
3-2.
So,
The team led by Alphonsus Dike.
yeah, and we
They
know
won
what
2-0 here and lost 3-0
we know what happened to that team. So, but that aside, the Golden Eaglet are playing games again. They are preparing, getting a lot of games, and Nigerians will not be so surprised if this same Golden Eaglet go as far as even get to the final of the World Cup. Nigerians will not be surprised. Nigerians will not be, because the way they started their preparation.
That's the standard that has been set. We've won under 17 so many times that now any under 17 team that we present, we expect that they will do well. And already these guys have been getting a lot of plaudits after they beat Pepsi Academy. I think 9-0. People are beginning to take attention. Put their eyes on this team, feeling that, look, these guys can do what the seniors did. For those of you interested, tomorrow, Nigeria is going to be playing Benin, 4 p.m. Nigerian time. It's 3 p.m. local time in Togo, but it's going to be 4 p.m. Nigerian time. And you can be sure that about this time tomorrow, the game would have been over, and we'll be able to give you the latest around the WAFU B under 17 tournament going on in Togo.